Hello, my name is Carrie or Carlitos here in Mexico. And how many times have you said something in Spanish to a Mexicano and thought, wow, I said that pretty well. That felt good. Then they respond with a rapid fire reply, and suddenly you have no idea what they just said, and you're stuck not knowing what to say next. You get this blank, confused look on your face, and you're thinking, why didn't Duolingo prepare me for this moment? I call this phase of learning Spanish the Spanish face plant. We all know it, right? And in that moment, we would love nothing more than to be able to form some words, anything, to get out of this situation. Before we dive into the various ways to save face in the situation, I want to let you know that I also share other language tips and advice on moving to Mexico on my Facebook page, Making Mexico Your Home. You can click the link below to request to join. And for those of you considering a move, I also run the website Expat Pathway Mexico, where you'll find more useful resources, including my blog and a way to sign up for my monthly e-newsletter. Again, click the link below to explore more. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future Spanish lessons by clicking on the subscribe button. Okay, so when we get stuck in Spanish, the common phrases that most people will come up with are no habla español, I don't speak Spanish, or solo hablo un poco de español, I only speak a little Spanish. Or maybe we will ask them to slow down, saying despacio, por favor, which means slowly, please. All of these are okay, but we can make this a great opportunity for some cultural connection through a bit of humor, while at the same time gracefully getting out of the conversation. Instead of just saying no habla español or solo hablo un poco de español, spice it up a little bit by adding to those and saying something like español me cuesta. Spanish is difficult for me. So let's say that. Español me cuesta. Okay, very good. And you can first you can say no habla español and then say español me cuesta, or solo hablo un de poco de español and then español me cuesta. The other one you can say is español está cañón. Spanish is difficult for me, but using a little bit of slang. So let's say that. Español está cañón. Very good. And cañón in this context means difficult. But in a different context, cañón can also mean way cool or the bomb or the best. For example, Mexico es cañón means Mexico is amazing with an S, an ES instead of está. Try this when asked how you like Mexico. Okay, another fun one is yo tengo memoria de chorlitos, which means I have the memory of a bird. Chorlitos is a bird known for having a very small brain, so this self-deprecation will surely get some smiles and laughs. So let's say that. Yo tengo memoria de chorlitos. Okay, very good. So you can say no habla español or solo hablo un poco de español, and then yo tengo memoria de chorlitos. Or the final one is mi mente se puso en blanco, which means my mind went blank. Let's say that. Mi mente se puso en blanco. So again, no habla español or solo habla un poco de español, followed by mi mente se puso en blanco. Okay, by using these expressions, you're lightening things up. You're saying something most other gringos don't, and endearing yourself to the people you're speaking with. So try some of these expressions and watch how many times you're greeted with a warm Mexican smile and greeting. So, as I mentioned in other lessons, there's three main ways I use to learn Spanish. If you already know these, then you can skip over this part, or you can just look below and cut and paste these three main ways. The first way is write it down. So keep a notebook of new words and expressions you learn, either on these lessons here or any place else. Just make sure you write them down in a notebook. Number two is review it. So regularly go over your notes and practice speaking it out loud. And number three, and maybe most importantly, use these new words and phrases in real interactions, like at a store checkout or with a taxi driver, anywhere. Mexicans appreciate the effort, and you may even make a new friend. Speaking out loud reinforces your learning, making it easier to remember. When I'm speaking to someone and I can't remember quite how to say something, or I say something and I know it wasn't quite right, later I will run that interaction through this three-step process. So next time when I have a similar interaction, I will know how to say it correctly. Okay, enjoy your journey into Mexican culture and language. Que tenga un bonito día. Hasta luego.